Hi, and welcome to Here with Laura. I'm your host, Laura Williams. I'm a designer, entrepreneur, and mom, and this is a space where life and meaningful conversations meet. On today's episode, we're exploring what it really means to live in alignment physically, mentally, and emotionally. From optimizing recovery and performance to finding balance in daily life, our guest brings a refreshing science meets human approach to wellness. She's the co-founder of Generator Athlete Lab, the founder of Experts in Wellness, and an integrative wellness expert based right here in Austin, Texas. With a background in physical therapy and a deep understanding of how the body and mind work together, she's helped countless people move, feel, and live better. Please welcome Dr. Jess Tranchina, DPT. Thank you for being here, Jess.
Thank you so much for having me. That was I feel fancy.
You are fancy, so
I'm
you
not
deserved.
fancy.
I mean, you do so much for
Thank
so many
you.
people. I feel like your life is one to serve others. And so I think
Thank you.
and you exude that all the time. So I'm so happy to have you here.
And thank you. How did you know that my love language is acts of service? You nailed it in the outro.
I felt it. I don't know.
I have grown. I love that you just said that. Thank you. As I've grown in my career and being a mom, I've noticed my love language is now acts of service because I love it and it grounds me, but I have found that I need it in return.
Yeah,
So,
I'm the same way.
thank you.
Yeah, so we identify
Nailed
with
it.
one another.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So, Jess, you and I met through my husband, Chase. You guys are in a great group together of other entrepreneurs. And I am so lucky because I get to reap the benefits of all of his contacts from this group.
I know he does have great contacts.
Yeah, he does.
EO has been a really great organization for me personally. I didn't go to business school, so being around people like Chase, your amazing husband, has been so infinitely helpful for me.
Yeah, it helps me too on the back end. It's really great.
So great. I'm so proud of you and your company.
Oh,
How
thank you.
amazing.
Thank you.
Absolutely stunning, gorgeous, and I am absolutely certain you're helping so many people as well.
Well, and you're an amazing cheerleader, so thank you. Also,
Hype girl.
You gave me the greatest asset on my team, which is Mallory, my head of brand. So she worked for you.
Spotlight on Mallory.
I know. She's
and
over there.
The camera pans.
Yeah. She's behind the scenes at all the podcasts.
She's amazing.
But no, she's the reason I have this podcast even, and am going the extra mile with my business because she knows what I'm enjoying and is like, you should do those things. And I'm going to help you get there. So anyway, thank you for introducing me to her.
You are welcome. And yeah, that's her superpower. And the fact that you're executing though, let's also pat you on the back too. Like she's like, hey, you're good at this, and then you executed it. So
well,
kudos to you too.
Thanks.
That's hard to do the execution part, girl.
Yeah. So tell me, how did you get into wellness? Tell me about your background. Where are you from? Let's learn about Dr. Jess.
Thank you. I'm originally from New York City. I'm a first generation American.
Oh my gosh, cool.
My dad's from Italy.
Did you grow up in New York City your whole life?
Get this. They moved us to Alabama.
Oh.
In high school.
When you showed up in Alabama, were you just like,
they were like,
what is going on?
I was like, this is beautiful, actually, because we're honestly a bit ignorant up there, I will say.
Yeah.
Right? We're just like buildings and things.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember thinking, this is really beautiful. They remember thinking zoo animal. I went to a recent reunion. They were like, okay, we all thought your dad was in the mafia, right? I was like, what?
You're like, just because we're Italian and living in New York City, I don't understand.
Right. So they had preconceived notions of New York Italians. I had preconceived notions. So that was kind of fun.
How funny.
Yeah. But I would say at about 12, for a variety of reasons, I knew I wanted to be a physical therapist. I had an aunt that was one, and I just was that odd child that just knew, which is I know really, really, my kids don't know who they want to be when they grow up. So.
Were you always very science focused? Were you into science? Was it exciting for you?
Yes. And I was raised in a strict household, but I wouldn't say everyone abided by it, meaning I was self-driven. Like I would, even at that age, want to go follow the best. I wanted to go volunteer in the hospitals and see what the PTs were doing at that age.
That's
I
crazy.
can't imagine my kids asking me to do that right now.
Yeah.
So weird. And then
you have to be really into it.
You have to be really into it. I know. And I do reflect back, like, how did I really get into it? So I do think that it's been a God-given gift, and it was a sign and a message sent to me. I know that sounds,
no, I think,
but
that's
I just
super
feel
cool.
like, how else?
Yeah.
Truly. So yeah, and then I just love to study, and gosh.
I love it.
Don't hold my kids to that standard. It's very weird.
You're
But
like,
yeah,
I understand I was a rare breed.
Yes, right? And then that's why EO's been really helpful, because I know nothing else.
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
Yeah.
But
But the beautiful thing about business is every single year you learn more and more. Every day you learn more and more as a business owner.
It's every day.
So,
And it's every new challenge, and some are fun and some are not fun. That you're like, I'm going to grow from this. I'm going to learn from this. I can teach someone else this because I did it the hard way.
Pay it
So
forward.
that's what's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. When
That's
it's not fun, I
amazing.
think, how can I make this fun? Okay, I'll learn from this and then pay it forward.
Yeah. That's so cool. So did you have, my niece is a physical therapist.
Yeah.
And well, she's not my niece, she's my cousin, but she's much younger than me. So I don't
Like
know,
a
whatever
niece.
she is. Anyway, she's a physical therapist. She just got her doctorate. She's killing it. She's working for like Orlando City Soccer.
Cool.
And so she's on with athletes all the time. Did you know that you wanted to be in an avenue with athletes versus helping people who are trying to figure out, like maybe an elderly practitioner or anything like that?
Great question. Most PTs I've met before they're PTs want to work with athletes, right?
Okay,
like that's your
yeah.
jam, right? I had a different angle. So at the same time I sort of knew what I wanted to do, I did start realizing I was a really fast runner. So concurrent to, I'd wake up in the morning, I'd run I'd train, and then after school I'd study. I was just one of these weird kids. But so I really found athleticism at the same time. So I was super driven in both, and eventually became a professional triathlete. So yes, but there's a yes and. So I knew that, but I knew in order to be the most well-rounded PT, I would need to follow the best mentors in every field of PT. So I did wound care for a year. I did wound care for bed sores in a hospital. I worked at St. Mary's on the AIDS unit in San Francisco, for a year. I worked, so that's when I was traveling, and I worked in nursing homes. I worked in LTACs, long-term facility. I worked in acute care. The only avenue I didn't work, the only specialty, pediatrics. I could not see those babies, and because I am an empathic healer, and I just love, even before kids, I loved babies. I just couldn't see them in that capacity. So I did every aspect of PT until I was like, okay. And then I took a job at Bellevue Sports Medicine in Seattle, outside of Bellevue, and I worked with athletes, and I was like, okay, it's my time.
This is it.
I did my time. I did my time.
I learned all the other things.
I did all the other things. And I think that's really important. So when I take on students or I mentor, I do often advise, learn the field, as a whole. Learn the ins and outs of it, and it will make you an overall better practitioner.
Yeah, I'm sure it is the foundation of your knowledge that helps across all of it, too. I mean, going into your athletes, you're like, well, I did the bed sores. I did this. I did this. You know?
Can assign
and you're an athlete
assistive
yourself.
devices, or even athletes after injury need specific assistive devices. What if I hadn't had that year in LTAC or nursing home?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I did really want to learn the field because I just had such a passion for it, but I don't know anything about pediatrics.
Yeah.
So don't ask me about your children.
I won't.
And I don't want to see them hurt.
You're like,
I don't want to see them hurt.
I'll see them when they're happy, please. Thank you.
Actually, their sports injuries, as my kids have gotten older, I've helped their friends with their sports injuries. That's fine.
Yeah.
But not the other serious stuff. I'll leave that to a pediatric therapist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So getting into the fact that you're a triathlete, let's talk about that, because I didn't really realize that before today.
Thank you. I don't often talk about that until I feel like recently it's been coming up more, and I think, how did I not how did I forget that part of my identity?
Yeah.
And I think
I'm sure because it used to
it
probably
was my
embody
identity.
you.
Exactly. And I think there was a death of that I had to mourn, and I couldn't talk about it.
That's understandable.
So I think that was probably part of it, and now I'm just able to come up and start talking about it.
Yeah. So when did you start that journey? You were a runner
Pretty
to
early
start,
on.
but
Yeah, pretty early on when they moved us to Alabama. Well, in Alabama, there's space.
yeah, you can
do
run.
all
the things.
And I was like, oh, we can run. So I picked up, just started late, I think. If you think now, kids are just like really starting in elementary school. I didn't do anything. I was not good at anything. And so then I picked up cross country and track, and then became state champion, or not a big state, but I was like, well, okay, I'm kind of fast. This is great. So then I started teaching spin classes during college to help pay for, just to have some money, just to help pay for college. I taught at the YMCA, and then I found my passion for fitness. So I started working out, and then concurrent to that, I also found my passion for coaching and helping others. I loved teaching spin, and I taught water aerobics for the elderly, and I taught kickboxing, and I just loved to lead and guide and coach people.
Yeah.
So I think I started just kind of coming into my own and figuring out how much, and this was in college, how much I just loved to help people.
It's amazing.
And then I was also getting fit, and then I started running. So after college, that's when I started racing competitively, running.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day somebody was like, oh, you teach spin. You should, really learn how to swim pretty well, which I was terrible. And
Swimming's hard.
If you're not born doing it.
Yeah.
So I had to pick it up later. But yeah, that's how it all kind of evolved.
That's so cool. So you did that professionally?
So on a small scale in Alabama, and then I was racing in Mississippi, big fish, small pond.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, do I want my pro card? But I was still working. I was working.
Yeah.
So I would travel, and then got my pro card, but boy, was I not a fast pro. So you could be a really fast age group.
I'm unaware of what pro card means.
So you have to excel at certain races and place
to
qualify.
Okay.
And I did that because I was great in my age group.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you start racing on the professional level, those people are making a lot of money, and they're the names, the household names you would know. I was not one of those household names. So it was fun because I liked racing with the faster people. It made you faster, but it was kind of stinky because you never really placed anymore. You're just like, okay, you're just a fish in the pond.
Yeah.
But it was really, I loved it. I loved it. And my last race was right when my little one was 2.
Okay.
So I raced all through,
that's
just
amazing.
7 years ago. I was racing.
And that's
not professionally. Just I did that for a couple of years, and then I was like, okay, I'll go back to age group.
Also, but you have 3 children, right?
Yes.
So being able to still continue to race after childbirth and having these kids, and your body changes and you have to bring it back, and then you're stronger in some ways and weaker in others, and your endurance changes, you have no core. I mean,
yes, all that. That's what I think I started realizing, after my third. It's like, this hurts. Mm-hmm. This is hard. And it was right when I opened Generator.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, that might be my marathon.
Yeah.
Let that be my Ironman.
Yeah.
Because it has been an Ironman.
Yeah. So that's a good segue. Let's get into Generator Athlete Lab. What sparked creating this? Because you were ahead of your time. I mean, now cold plunges and saunas and all that are all the rage. But
we were first to market in Austin.
You guys, yes.
First.
How did this come about?
Once again, I think it came to me. So years of just following everybody. In 2009, when I was living in Hawaii, I said, you know what? I'm just going to go out on my own. I was racing, and it was like, oh,
I'm sorry,
go
you
out on my
lived
own.
in Hawaii. That's so cool.
It was so cool before kids. I said, well, let me see if I can go out on my own in Hawaii. And this is when I was specialized, girl. This is when I was not just athletes, but I found a magical intuition with my hands. And I think I knew that when I was 12. That I do think I knew. But what grounds me is healing people with my hands.
I love that.
So I just decided I'm going to do that all the time. So that's what that was my first practice that I was in the Ala Moana building. And so I would see clients, and of course I would teach them certain exercises, but I do certain manual therapy techniques on people's bodies to help relieve them of pain and help muscles fire.
Wow.
So, and that was my first like start of my own little company. It was just I rented a little space in Ala Moana. Anyway, that's where I got pregnant with my son, and we knew we wanted to come back to the mainland, and that's where I started my practice here in 2010. Okay. And I thought, well, the spark was, how can I help more people? I will never forget interviewing for physical therapy school. There were 2,000 applicants, and my advisor said, 60 people are being interviewed. Only 40 people can make it. Don't say that you want to be a physical therapist because you want to help more people. Don't say it. You're not going to get in. And I accidentally said, because I want to help more people and I think I can. And I guess I said it in a way that was compelling. Mm-hmm. So that truly is something I stand by. So as I'm
you're being true to yourself.
I was being true to myself.
Yeah.
And it accidentally came out. Oh, it's like I said the wrong thing, but it worked. So I'm in my practice. I
love that you remember that detail, though.
I remember her specifically saying, don't say that. Mm-hmm. But in my mind, I didn't know then I was called to do this to help people. This is your path. So anyway, as I'm Primo, this company was called Primo, Performance and Rehab. I was helping people, but there was only one me, and I would train a practitioner, but they would still wait for me. I would go on maternity leave and have a practitioner, and they would wait for me. And I thought, well, this isn't helping more people. How can I help more people? Concurrent to that, my background in racing and my background in science and technology and research, I just was early to the research on the infrared and the red light and the contrast therapy and the specific temperatures and the circumvection of the water. And water is a thermal conductor than air. And I know everyone's doing cryo air, but that's not as effective or efficacious as water. And why doesn't anybody have water? But why don't they also have manual therapists? And then they also have to have smart training. And I was like, one silly day, I was like, oh, I'll build the place. How ridiculously naive was I
love that, though.
Oh,
That's
gosh,
great.
I was so naive.
Yeah, but you did it.
And then I opened this place where everyone's like, you have a cold plunge? Like, what?
Yeah.
So crazy. And then to this date, we are still the only facility with a legal commercial plunge.
Oh, wow.
All those other ones are residential. They don't pass city code.
That's crazy.
They're not, we're permitted as pools.
So you did it right.
We did it right. They're sanitized.
And you stand by that, and that's amazing.
And we stand by that.
Yeah.
So that's what sets us apart.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of
other
copycats.
Yeah.
And they're doing it their way. I'm not saying they're copycats.
Yeah.
But ours are still the only highest sanitation, filtrated, legal, City of Austin health inspector approved tubs.
I love that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
So tell me about the experience when you go in. And say I were to come in tomorrow, what would my experience look like?
I will get you a pass for you to come in tomorrow. I would love for you to experience.
I know. Well, we've been trying to figure out when we can come together, Chase and I, because we're just trying to get on the schedule.
That would be fun.
We're like this all the time. We're just always, and then the kids things after school, and it's but
Same.
it's on the plan. We will come.
That would be awesome. I would love to have you guys. You start in the infrared sauna. We have a full spectrum infrared sauna for 30 minutes.
Okay.
Take a little rinse. Then you move into the cold plunge for 3 minutes.
And what's the temperature in the cold plunge?
So ours, we do keep it around 47. Mm-hmm. And 100% of people say it feels colder than an ice bath because they're jetted. It's circumvection. Mm-hmm. So you're in this highly insulated circumvection cold plunge. The water is moving around you, so it's dissipating the heat away from your body's trying to create a cocoon around itself.
Yeah.
And our tub won't let you do it.
Oh, man.
So it's so cold. But not...
So what's the benefit of that?
But not 30, right? Because my body likes the high 40s. Mm-hmm. If I get high 50s, it's really not cold enough. But if I get low 40s, it's really too cold.
Yeah.
There is a too cold. And we have found the high 40s is a great balance of Because of our hormones, women do, and we're leaner and typically smaller than men, women do not need it as cold as men.
That's what I was going to ask about because I read something about that recently, actually, which is funny because I don't read up on cold plunging very often, but
and a few people have debunked. I think you're talking about Dr. Stacey Sims and her saying, "Oh, it should be certain temperatures." It really does depend on the person, and the time of the month.
Yes.
I have found if I am ovulating or right around my period, I am highly sensitive, and I may just take a cold shower. I may not even plunge. That might be those couple of days I don't. So I tell people, listen to your body. But if it's
What's hard is if you don't know what you're listening for.
That's
I'm gonna
true.
be honest. It's like, listen to your body. I can do that in several ways, but like, my body never wants to cold plunge.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't want to do it.
It's so
and then once
true.
I'm in it, I'm happy. And I'm like, this feels great. I feel really good.
Yes.
But no,
But
I
you're
don't.
right.
Yeah.
It's
It
not
doesn't
always-
ever say like, come to me, get
Come to
inside.
me.
I'm like, no, thank you.
Oh, that's
But I have to
funny.
force myself.
So how often do you do it?
When I'm stressed, I do it.
Really?
So recently I had
good.
like a very tough work experience, and we're walking back because we have a cold plunge at home and we have a sauna at home. And Chase my husband was saying, you're going to feel better if you just get in the cold plunge. I'm like, I know, I just don't feel like it. I'm dealing with all these things I don't feel like doing. He's like, but that's going to be a good challenge for you, and it's going to make everything feel okay. I'm like,
He's right.
all right, I'll do it. So we got home. I like didn't even go inside. I walked straight to the backyard.
Good for you.
And I was in my clothes. I just like took my shirt off. So I was in my sports bra and just like, and I got in. And I was in there for like 5 minutes unknowingly because I just like, but it made a difference. And then the rest of the day I was like, I can handle anything that comes my way. So it worked. And he was right. And I was glad I did it.
Do you hear us, Chase?
Yeah, right. Are you listening? I'm admitting it.
No,
but
know if he listens to the podcast.
Seriously. I won't say a word to him. Don't say anything.
I won't either.
But it works. And it's, but it's hard to get in.
It's so hard to get in. I have so much to say about that too. We haven't even finished the protocol. Then you go back and forth, hot plunge for 3 rounds. So you're in there for 15 minutes, hot tub.
Okay.
Because it's true contrast therapy. True contrast is happening in water because water is a better thermal conductor than air.
Are you supposed to take a break in between it all, or do you just go straight away?
Not in between the cold plunge and the hot plunge.
Okay.
Straight away. So the hot plunge is 102. So it's not 250 degrees. There could be a cooling period or a warming period that you would need there. Ours they're drastic temperatures, but they're pretty temperate, right? They're not so 30, so 200.
Yeah.
So we go back and forth. And water, don't forget, is a better thermal conductor. So it's conducting 25% greater than air. So it's coming into you. And it's super lovely. You will definitely have to try it. Then compression, lymphatic compression.
Okay.
And then we have vibration and red light. But I want to tell you what you did. When you overcame that, I don't want to do it, you increased the size of your anterior mid-cingulate cortex.
Okay.
It's the portion of your brain that has been shown to be enlarged in people who have amazing cognition when they're 100 years old. Those people that are like those centennials who are like, whoa, did we just have a real conversation? Like, what was that?
Yeah.
That's part of the brain. Because what you did is you embarked in something that was good for your body, that was super hard, that you didn't want to do. If you like running and you do that every day, you're not increasing the size of your anterior mid.
Right.
It's like if you don't like strength training or cold plunging, and then you focus yourself, you talk yourself into it, you slap yourself around and you do it, you're increasing that size of your brain. Yeah. So not only did you do that, and the second thing that you did is you elevated your dopamine. You probably have heard this.
Yes.
To like cocaine levels. But the difference between cocaine and cold plunge is with cocaine, you get a drop below threshold. And with cold plunge, the more you do it, your dopamine stays elevated. And it's the neurotransmitter of focus and drive. Not mood, but focus.
Okay.
So I will engage in 3 minutes. Like I had to do it today to be able to focus. I'm distracted. So before podcasts, I really make sure I get that cold exposure. So I am focused. And then, of course, the more you do it, the more you don't have to think about being focused. You just are.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
That's so cool.
It's so cool.
Okay. So then you go from the cold plunge to the hot plunge to the compression?
To the compression. So you go back and forth. You end cold.
So do you go back and forth?
3, 3, 3, 3. I finish with a dunk. So you finish cold.
Yes.
You want your body to warm itself. It's amazing for metabolism and the brown fat production and all the good things for your body. And then you are cold. And then you get on Normatec compression where they're true medical lymphatic devices.
Okay.
So they push all that
just on your legs.
You can do legs, hips, and we also have arms.
Oh, wow.
You can do any one or all of them. And you're pushing all of that lymphatic fluid into your lymph nodes to either dissipate and let release out of your body or to recirculate to get cleaned up and back out into your body. The lymphatic system is where early signs of anything that's bad in your body will be detected. Diseases, sicknesses, before you are even diseased or sick. It starts in your lymphatic system. So our protocol is a huge lymphatic detox and just flush.
Wow.
It's a biohack. Before biohacking was
Before
cool.
biohacking was a real thing.
And then vibration for 2 to 5 minutes. And
what's the vibration?
So I love vibration. Vibration is the language of bone.
Okay.
So that's why any bone density center that like OsteoStrongs, every exercise that they have includes a vibration component.
Okay.
So these folks are on vibration because it's the language of bone. It produces osteoblasts.
Okay.
Which are producers of bone and stability in your body. The reason for the intents and purposes at Generator, it's to flush the rest of your lymphatic system because you stand on this really cool thing that makes you vibrate and it just flushes the rest of the lymphatic system, makes you feel really good.
Okay.
But if you stayed on it for 15 minutes, you start releasing some osteoblasts.
Wow.
So I love vibration for those
cool.
2 reasons.
So how long do you stand on it for?
Like 2 to 5 minutes, not very long. It's just the last part. Because truthfully, we try to get people in and out in an hour, so that's not their excuse to not do it.
Yeah.
But people that do it are like, Jess, I used to be depressed. I'm not depressed. I can sleep. You've saved my life. Do you know how often I hear that?
That's crazy.
You have saved my life. I was on drugs. And I'm like,
that's insane.
God, you're on drugs. You've saved my life. I had a stroke. I used to drink. I used to be an alcoholic. Jess, you saved my life. And I'm like, I didn't even know you. I didn't know you were crying. I'm like crying. Are you sure it was me? It wasn't me. You built this place. You built this place. I'm like, I did, but I didn't know. It's like so nice.
But that's why you did it. That's why you went into this avenue.
That's worth it.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm sure you're doing that when you change people's homes.
Oh.
Right? It's like the feng shui of the home, right?
I feel good in my own home and I want people to feel good in their own. So thank you for saying that.
It's true.
I'd say it's a little bit different, but I think your home can set your mood too.
100%. If my house is cluttered, it has shifted my mood. I get anxious. I will sometimes get like, not the word depressed because I'm not that, but like down, like, defeated my house. I can't.
Yes.
Someone just.
Well, even just last night, before I could go to bed, I was like, I need to get this together. Just need to get it together.
Yeah.
And just like the clutter that it's not dirty.
Yeah.
But it's messy.
And it messes up your brain.
Yeah.
It just shifts. And that's huge for mental health.
Yeah. But honestly, it's impossible to keep up with everything. Being a business owner and a mom and present wife and all the things,
100% agree.
Yeah.
Even if we had someone there 24/7 doing it, our kids are just like, drop.
I know. How do you train them to not do that?
Pick it up. If there's a shoe bin, there's a shoe bin. Gigi, there's a shoe bin, baby.
I know. The shoes go over there.
Shoes go right there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, seriously.
So it's hard to not look at it.
You're also a very present mother. How do you balance it all?
I wouldn't say I'm always present, but thank you.
Well, everything comes with ebbs and flows. You have to take turns with your partner and all that. But
thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
I have to do that. So I have specific days I see clients, and then my family knows that because I am an intuitive, manual, energetic healer, I do need some time to off-put the energy that has come in So those days, I have so much support. Delphin is doing the dinner that day.
Mm-hmm.
The kids know I'm like relaxed mom.
Yeah.
I'm just chill. We're just chill. Gigi, even yesterday, she was like, you good? You don't look sad. You look tired. I was like, oh, today's my client day. She was like, oh, yeah. So, like, they can tell.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm just used to you being so energetic. And I was like, oh, I just had some energy exchange today.
Yeah.
So they know about energies. So I just have to be protective and block.
Yeah.
And if not, then
That's
I
smart.
just have a
Otherwise you
crazy week.
overdo. Yeah.
Yeah. Then it's not good because then they'll feel an energy they shouldn't feel.
Yeah.
It's not their
But good
fault.
for you for finding that balance, scheduling it out, making sure everybody's aware so there are no surprises.
Yes.
Because, I mean, we fall into that as well in our family where, I had a really hard day today. Like, we can't have hard days on the same day or else
Right?
nobody's going to balance the kind of lower level
Yeah.
energy parent or, somebody's got to pick up the slack.
How do y'all do it?
We are.
How do you balance the energy day?
So we live by our calendar. If it's not on the calendar, it cannot happen, And if anything comes up that's not on the calendar, we're in trouble because we're like, I didn't know this was happening.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah. So
Do we just sometimes not do it? Or then
rarely,
because we got to get it done.
yeah,
Whatever.
you just have, if it's not, if it's a required thing, we do it. But no, we go through our day, because we're not consistent with how our days are. We just can't be.
Right.
Especially with me, if I need to do site visits all over Austin, I'm driving to South Austin, East Austin, we live in West Austin. It's impossible. I'm going all over the place. Those are the days where I'm really exhausted because I'm having to pour into my clients and be positive and excited and problem solving.
Inspirational.
And yes, so I have to put on
artistic.
I have to put on this, not persona, but I have to be on.
100%.
So on those days, I'm a little more exhausted. But when I come home, my flip of the switch to be like happy, kind mommy is I put the work away. It'll be there after the kids go to bed or tomorrow. And I sit and play cards with the kids. I play cards. I play games. I don't have the TV on. I don't let them, when the noise is happening, that's when I kind of am losing it.
Me too.
Sometimes I'll come home and they'll be watching a show. Dad's still working. It's after school. Their activity doesn't start for, an hour and a half. And so they're unwinding and, watching a show. And I'm like, let's turn it off. Let's play some cards. And they're like, can we keep it on and we'll still play? I'm like, nope. No sounds right now. We're just going to talk and it's just a lot. And then that's when my energy changes because I still feel exhausted from all of that.
But it helped playing the cards.
But playing
kind
the
of
cards
recalibrates.
Yes. I don't know.
Good tip.
Just like playing with my kids, but not a physical thing. Because even yesterday, my son was like, you want to get on the trampoline with me, Mom? And I'm like, I don't have that in me right now. But if you go dump the skunk, I'll play it with you.
Yeah, that is so funny. Yes, I agree. These games, I was playing it. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
We did a game the other day, but my little one wants to play the ball thing and the bounce the thing, the whatever. It's like, wait, can you find Mancala or something?
Yes. Mancala's a favorite in our house.
Thank God she likes that because the rest would be, okay, that's a good tip because I get overstimulated by noise too when that TV's on. I'm like, oh, can somebody just turn it off?
And we're not like a sports household, so we never just have it on in the background. A lot of homes that love to watch sports, they have the TV on all the time in the background. They wake up, turn on, let's see what happened during the games after we went to bed, blah, blah, blah. We don't care about that. So TV is on when it's intentionally being watched. But don't get me wrong.
Same.
We love to watch movies. I turn my brain off at night, which is, you might have better tips for me. I can't turn my brain off unless I watch a show.
Me too. No, that's actually my tip. I was going to give you that tip. I'll share some mindless TV I've been watching.
Yeah.
You and I are very similar.
It's the only way. Because otherwise I'm thinking my to-do list, my clients' needs,
100%.
The bills that I need to make sure I, pay out. And,
oh my gosh. Same.
Yeah.
No, I am watching the most. Grey's Anatomy got too stressful. I just stopped watching when he was, I think I'm on when he's dying. I can't.
Okay.
It's not.
I got back into it.
What season are you on?
I'm caught up except for the new season that just started.
Shoot. I had to stop at 11.
I started at the beginning. This was probably a year and a half ago.
Yeah, me
and
too.
it took me so long.
I got to get through.
But it's good because I can put it on while I'm doing dishes. And so then I'm not thinking about the things I have to do while I'm doing dishes after the kids go to bed. I've got my little phone just set up, leaning against like my paper towel dispenser.
See, I'm an empath, right? I'm an empathic healer. And so when they're really getting hurt, it's too stressful for me.
You care too much about them.
I just got done watching Mom. Y'all can make fun of me.
Oh,
you haven't even heard of it?
I have. With is Anna Faris in that?
Deeper than you think.
Okay.
Because they're recovering alcoholics. So I can resonate. I'm not a recovering alcoholic. Not that I'm judging anybody who is, but we see that we draw that. We draw that into generator and we heal those. And I've been so passionate about them. And I didn't even know when I started. I was like, I just need a 20-minute sitcom before I fall asleep.
Yes.
And I really got invested in the show.
Yeah.
It's the character development and the depth of the show is one that surprised me.
Okay.
Yeah, Grey's Anatomy is a little okay, I'll get back into it and try not to get stressed out.
It gets good. They have new characters and they become interesting and
it gets better after he dies.
Yeah.
I'm in that
I know. It is a horrible part. I'm
in the middle of it like, Jessica, just pass it and you'll be fine.
I know. But that's a good background show because if you miss a couple episodes, you can figure out what happened.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes. Oh, no, I do that too. So absolutely no judgment. Okay, we're the same.
You know something really funny? So we recently went to New York to go see the Format had a reunion concert. And so Chase and I flew there and we flew his mom in to watch the kids so we could go and have like a weekend in New York, which was super fun.
So fun.
But I'm in the hotel lobby and the cast of Days of Our Lives is there.
What?
That is the soap opera that I grew up on. My mom still watches it to this day. Yeah.
That's crazy.
But it was so funny when the cast members came up to me and was like, so you grew up on this and you're not watching it now. What would make you watch it?
They did not ask you that.
Did.
That's actually a fantastic question.
I know. He asked me and I was like,
because he wants to get us.
He wants our generation to continue. Otherwise,
what was your
soap
answer?
operas. I was like, honestly, I watch TV with my husband at night and we're watching bigger shows. Like they're going against like Breaking Bad and it's hard. You know, if I was a stay-at-home mom and I had more time to myself while my kids are in school, maybe then I would be more inclined to put it on while I'm doing things and because it's a good passing show, you know?
Yeah.
But what was hilarious was when I was talking to him, I was like, is Bo still on the show? Is Abe? And he's like, Abe's over there. I'm like, what?
What? That must have been
He's like, Marlena was here earlier.
So that's a good question. How are they still relevant?
I know.
If no one's watching them, or is it just not our demographic? Who is it?
I don't know.
Who's watching them?
My mom.
Still,
my mom watches it still every day.
So obviously, it's still getting some streams or some. Or is it on daytime TV? When is
they
it?
They put it on. You can stream it now. They said.
He's
like, you can stream it. So why don't you watch it?
Why don't you watch it?
I'm sorry.
Good question. I don't know
what to tell you. I'm like, I just have other shows I want to watch in my limited time.
Isn't that crazy? Because my mom, I think it was like As the World Turns, or I'm trying to think of what she watched, but I have no desire.
I know.
But I don't know why.
I know. But like the fact that I could pick up and know all the characters is kind of wild.
That's crazy. Yeah. You would think that you would pick it up and watch it.
I know.
Okay, sorry. We
digressed. Hold on. I wanted to ask you about something. You're currently working on growing your program called Experts in Wellness.
Yes.
What is this? Tell me about it.
Oh, thank you for asking.
Yeah.
So as I'm inspired to open Generator.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, finally, we figured this out.
Because you're not doing enough, obviously. Let's do something different. Let's add something else.
Well, what happened is I stopped seeing clients, and that was the least grounded I ever was.
Interesting.
The least grounded. And I also was praying about it, like, how I thought I was helping people.
Yeah.
He's like, you're not helping people. You're not helping people. I said, I need to help people. Okay, got it. So then I launched Experts in Wellness. Because Primo was a name, it was like, Primo means great, number one, whatever, in Italian. I thought it was great. But I was like, I don't know if it'll resonate with people. So I just launched I had to hang my physical therapy license somewhere because we don't do physical therapy at Generator. And so I didn't want to confuse the services and product menu, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's why I did that. Anyway, so I've been back in a year. So I launched a year ago and started out back in to go see clients. I have been the most grounded, and the depth of the sessions goes so far beyond physical. It goes into mental, spiritual, emotional healing that people report feeling by no design or I just feel like I'm a conduit sometimes. And sometimes sometimes I'll say something and
it'll spark.
It'll say something. And one client, he repetitively repeats it. He said, I have his child because of me. It was a session we were having, and I said something I didn't know I was going to say, and I told him to do this specific thing, and so he did this specific thing. And then she was positive the next day, and they couldn't get pregnant. They were for years. So it's a weird thing that I just said that, but my clients are just they call me a healer, which I don't. I think that's a heavy. I just tell them I think I'm following a gift, and there's some intuition, and if I'm the channel that says something, I just say, oh, forgive me, I had to say this. And that they're like, no, it's fine. So,
but what's cool is that you're saying all of this and you have this gift, but you also believe in science on top of it all.
Yes.
So I think that is the backbone of all of it, is that on top of having this belief system and, healer capabilities, you also are backed by science in a lot of what you're doing.
It's a lot of what I'm doing, and I do think that's the uniqueness. And so right now my challenge is, and if y'all have any ideas, once again, now I want to help more people. So really, I'm trying to grow experts in wellness, but I don't know. I was asking one of my clients yesterday, I was like, I can't take on any more clients. How do I help more people? And so I have them help me brainstorm. They're like, I don't know.
Are you able to bring in more people like you? Do you have a network that you'd want to tap in?
I've tried to train people.
Yeah.
I'll think of it. God will bring it to me. But I just want to help. I don't know how to help more. Create a product something people can watch virtually, or maybe virtual help coaching. Maybe, I don't know. But I want to help more people, and I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So that's where I am.
Okay. That's so
my
cool,
new challenge.
I'm thinking.
Try to figure out how to help more people. That sounds so cliche.
No, it doesn't.
But
honestly,
in a way that feels
that's your calling
right to me.
Is to help people.
So I feel like I'm not done yet.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something else.
You'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out.
I'm not concerned.
Thank you. Thank you. It's frustrating because I want to know the answer.
I
but I don't have it yet.
But when it comes to, you're going to be like,
Eureka! Yes! I'll probably be like, why didn't I think of that sooner?
How did this take me so long?
How did this take me so long?
Oh my gosh.
That's where I am.
That's so cool. Well, I can't wait to find out what it is too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm excited.
So you obviously have to live a life of routine. What are some things that you do in your day-to-day life that kind of anchor you besides, cold exposure? Like, what do you do? And you wake up at what time and you're in your routine of habit and wellness?
Thankfully, they all have 3 different schools, so we do have to be on a routine. First thing I do before, you know what? I just got one of those. Do you have one? It's one of those 10,000 lux lights, the sunrise stimulation.
No.
My client was telling me about it. It's an alarm that doesn't make noise.
Oh,
it's
cool.
The sunrise in your face.
Oh, I love that.
Because in that 6 o'clock hour, I do not wake up at 4 like you. I have.
I realize I'm psycho.
No, I'm jealous. I've always been a sleeper. That's another odd thing about me. I have to get 8-9 hours of sleep. My mom said you slept your whole childhood.
I just go to bed early. Go to bed early.
7?
I mean, my kids go to bed between 7 and 8, unless they have soccer practice till 7:45, which is happening right now. But I am always asleep before 9. Always.
Fantastic. I'm jealous. I can't do that because we do have later soccer. But that's no excuse. I still need 1,000 hours of sleep. Anyway, so I have to use it. So it's 6, not 4. So I did it. You need this.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it was it Dr. Huberman that was talking about it too? And anyway, it's the sunrise and it helps your testosterone and some other things that we need. And it's wonderful to get the sun in your face. So that's been helpful.
Awesome.
The sunrise alarm, no noise.
That's great.
It's the sunrise. So where was I going with that? Oh, that's helpful.
Okay.
So it kind of wakes me up to the sun.
Yeah.
And then I align, I don't know if it's truly meditation, but I just say 3 things. I'm so grateful I'm alive. Thank you for everything I have. And I just try to get aligned as quickly as I can. And
Some
then I get the girls up.
affirmations.
Yeah. Because I tend to wake up with the first thoughts or the stresses from the day before. I got to do this. I'm so mad. I can't believe that. Oops, I have to stop. And 3 affirmations, and then align, bring it back up, and then go start slowly getting the girls up.
Cool.
And then anyway, when they're up, so lately I've been doing Peloton.
Oh.
The boot camps.
Okay.
Because we need strength.
Yeah.
So I was only doing strength, and then I realized the reason I was off this last year because I wasn't doing cardio, because cardio is my cocaine.
Yeah.
So is cold plunge, but cardio for me specifically from my background.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, that's my cocaine.
Okay. So now you're doing boot camp training.
Now I'm doing
that's cool.
boot camp on the Peloton.
I love that.
So it's half cardio, half strength, squeezing that in, and then the day starts.
Good for you. That's
That's
great.
been grounding me lately.
Yeah.
Those things.
That's awesome.
And then cold, of course.
Yeah. Do you drink coffee in the morning?
Yes. Not a ton. A cup, I like the taste of it with a lot of cream and sugar. So apparently I don't like the taste of it.
You like the sweetness of the goodies that you put in.
I like coffee ice cream, melted coffee ice cream.
Yeah. Affogato. You ever had it? No.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
But then, some other routines would be like a greens powder, a vitamins powder, creatine, an electrolyte, shove some water in
Do you have a creatine
there.
you recommend?
So right now, I'm microdosing and I have a powder. Orgain has one I like. So I do tend to like, Orgain is not Creapure. I like the Creapure because it's water washed, not acid washed. Creapure is not a brand. So it's just a German style of creatine.
Oh, interesting.
So you can just go onto Amazon and just put creatine Creapure and you'll find several brands. And it just means it's water washed, not acid washed. It's just a little easier to digest.
Oh, okay.
So I'll do a powder in 5 grams, and then throughout the day, I'll just microdose some more creatine in gummies to get 10 to 20. Because 3% of your creatine is stored in your brain. And if the first place for it to go is our brains, and it 100% will misregulate hormones if the 3% in your brain is gone. So as we get older, your creatine is like, boop, it's gone, and the first place it goes is your brain. So the rest of the 97% is in this kidneys and liver, but 3%'s in your brain. And so that's the first place it goes.
I didn't know any of that.
So more creatine for your brain and your hormone regulation.
Yeah. I need to do better about my creatine.
Just microdose those gummies. Just chomp on them all day.
All right, I'll do it.
It'll be easy.
If you say so, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person where I'm like, if somebody tells me what to do, I'll do it.
Me too.
Just tell me what to do. I'm also not someone who wants to go and research all the different things. I'm like, just tell me what's best, and I trust you.
Yes. I love that. All the powders I do in the morning, that's not every morning. It's like when I think about it, creatine isn't, you really got to think about that one every day because but you can, if you're really good at it and then you skip a few days, you're fine because you're stacking, you're titrating your body up.
Okay.
You don't want to go a month without it. Then you're really going to be low. And then you'll find that your cognition is off. You're fatigued. You're not building as much muscle. When people say, oh, am I going to get, bloated in my muscles? That's a tertiary. Think about your brain and your cognitive health first. Yeah. That's the primary benefit why I use it.
Yeah. And it's funny because I only heard about creatine when I did several years ago because I was trying to build muscle and, so.
It's no nest.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to make you bloated and gain weight. Someone asked me that yesterday. I was like,
no, you silly Billy.
Silly. No. So many benefits to creatine.
Oh my gosh. Well, Jess, I have to wrap this up.
Dang, our time is up.
How did we do it?
We had so much more to cover. How about part 2 coming up?
Yeah, right? To be continued.
To be continued.
But
Tune in.
thank you for being here. For all of our listeners who want to know more about Dr. Jess, Generator Athlete Lab, everything, you can follow on Instagram at Generator Athlete Lab, at Experts in Wellness, and at Dr._Jess T.
Thank you. Yeah.
But thank you for being
so
here.
sweet.
This has been so fun. And we will definitely do a part 2 because,
We have so much more.
I mean, we only covered, I think, 1/8 of what I was planning on covering. So there's that.
Yay!
And thank you for spending a little time here with Laura. If you enjoyed today's episode, I'd love it if you'd subscribe, leave a review, and like the episode, share with a friend. It helps more than you know. And you can find more about me, our guest, in today's show notes. And until next time, take care of yourself and don't forget to make time and space for what really matters.